Hey guys, I got something to show you, and this is not clickbait. Everybody always does this camera thing or whatever. I think I'm gonna go with this. So, here she is, San Quentin. Do you notice anything different? I do. I've got these new 40mm wheels, and I went with some Schwalbe Rocket Rons. Yes, I felt like it needed it. People say, why? Oh, there's Capone, he's all big now. Anyways, so the title is exactly how it states. Did I make a mistake buying the San Quentin? The answer is no. Just because I can do upgrades on it. But I was thinking the other day, coming from a full suspension or my Cannondale Cujo with 3-inch tires, I was really having a hard time keeping up with a lot of my friends because this bike is a rough ride on chattery terrain. It really is. Stock. I was honestly considering selling it, and I'm still a hardtail person. I was gonna go for a salsa timberjack, but it wasn't the geometry I wanted. There's a bunch of bikes out there, I get it, steel frames, titanium frames, a bunch of high-end brands that I could get, but my price limit was about $1,100 because I wanted to break even for what I could sell my bike for, and I just didn't want to fork out the money. So yeah, I went riding in Prescott, and I didn't tell anybody, but it was going to be probably my last ride on the bike before I put it up for sale. And went up to Prescott, Arizona, went riding with a buddy, and real flowy trail. It was fun. It was perfect for this bike. But my buddy brought his Trek Roscoe 8. And the problem with this San Quentin one is that it has a 141 rear hub, which is a very, very rare hub on the Marin. So I mentioned to my buddy that I was gonna sell the San Quentin and get something on, a little more my style, more cushy, hardtail, but more cushy. And he told me that his Trek has the same size wheels as the Marin, and he wanted to get a skinnier wheel. And so I bought them from him, and I put them on, and I never looked back. This was the best move I could have done. I am officially back in love with this bike. Now, the one thing that I am going to change is I'm going to put 2.8s on it. 2.6s are really nice, but I like a lot of squish. I don't care about the drag. Which brings me to my next issue. Marin, this bike is not as fast as a lot of other hardtails out there. I was gonna go to you guys and tell you that you need to make a 29er version and a true plus tire version of this bike. Give us a 29er by 2.5 and give us a 27.5 by 2.8 or 3.0. I get the 3.0 is a little off what you guys are trying to go for, enduro hardtail. Give us the option. Give us the option. It is a rough ride, especially for these San Quentin ones, the people that need to have a budget. I was lucky enough to be able to afford these parts because they didn't have a San Quentin 2 available where I was. Give us a 29er. Give us a 2.8 tire, a 3.0 tire. Let us have some fun. Give us a budget option for the San Quentin, and this bike will soar. Right now, it's set up how I want it. It's the perfect bike for me. I am getting some riser handlebars. I'm going to upgrade the brakes. I'm going to upgrade the cranks. But it's going to become my dream bike because that's what I did. The frame is great. From the factory, I would love it to come with something to give it a little more cush or a little more comfort. But that's all. I do love this bike. But I honestly love this bike because of what I've done to it. My full-on review for the stock bike, I would have given it a 5.5 out of 10 because the fork was awful. It was a rough ride. Now with me switching out all the parts with the bigger wheels, the Bontrager 40s and the new air fork and the dropper post, all the things that I've done to this bike, and yes, total everything's cost me about, on top of paying for the bike, about $1,500, maybe a little more. I just think it needed some improvements, and I really wish they would have used the same frame through all three of them, and then also put a wider wheel on it so you could run some more plush tires. Alright, well, here's my San Quentin 1, and thanks for watching. Sorry it took me so long to repost. See you guys soon. Get out of the video, Capone.